Yeah,
what
did
up,
want to
what
cover.
up, what up?
And in really quick, WNBA with Caitlin Clark and that being the thing there, she is being pushed as their face of the league. But others are calling her the Great White Hope, which is obviously the premise that in a predominantly, African American or minority field or sport that a Caucasian or white person can, overcome. It can go the other way as well. But this is what some people are calling her. I just want to get quickly everybody's thoughts on Caitlin Clark, her coming into the WNBA and being the most marketable because they apparently don't know how to market Black women properly. And that is my opinion. That's my opinion.
You know what? This is going to be a wonderful conversation. Wonderful conversation. I go last.
I wanted you to go first, but okay.
You wanted me to go first?
I started off. I wanted to hear what Mel had to say. Here's my thing. We said on the show on our show, because the state of the WNBA prior to her getting there, I think marketing her is okay, but marketing her alone is what I have an issue with. You know what I'm saying? Because let her bring the eyes and the people there. I mean, think about her when her days in college. She was in college. She started selling out arenas. People start tuning in. Then start watching other teams. And then when her and Angel Reese kind of had that little scoff, then college kind of pushed that rivalry. And then when they played again, everybody wanted to see that game. So I think the WNBA should follow that same pattern. You have a lot of different storylines you can play up to. You bring Caitlin Clark in, you let people come in and watch. Then you can push that same rivalry between them two. Then also you can look at how the New York Liberty always have a good regular season and then lose to the Aces. You can play that rivalry up. There's a lot of different storylines you can play that'll probably get people watching the sport. But they have other issues too. I think the hard salary cap is an issue they need to change. You get Monica or saying Mule from Connecticut, she might not even make the team just because based on salary. Because they got such a hard salary cap. When it comes down paying everybody, they have no money left over to pay her. And she was a first round pick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they have
that just mean the 12 owners that own the teams ain't got the paper like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? They shouldn't be that concerned.
They say they don't.
What they say, I mean, I don't know any billionaires.
I don't know how much we should believe that. Right.
I think it's just regular people like us who's buying the
if they buy,
you think I can walk down to the bodega and get me some WNBA lottery?
I think if we put what we got together in savings and we probably still need a little loan. I think
we can buy a team.
Yeah, I think we can put a group together and get one of them squads, one of them expansion teams.
That's hilarious, yeah.
That's what it's saying.
Clever D, what are your thoughts? That's hilarious. What are your thoughts on Caitlin Clark being the Great White Hope?
I mean, it is what it is. It's not new. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate the fact that whenever you see like a white person, stat them up and breakdance. We hype them up. You know what I'm saying? Or like someone's like TikTok famous because they can do something that people, like white people can dance. There's some that can dance. Newsflash, but it's like so many TikTokers in that field will breakdance. Oh my gosh, she's the best, or whatever, sing or do blues. Like there's a lot of blues singers that are white, but they'll get sized up because they don't want to say it, but it is what it is.
That's hilarious.
But I think she's bringing eyes to the sport. They shouldn't get too mad because they had 2.1 million viewers for that game. You know what I'm saying? And my brother had gotten to with somebody on Facebook recently about it, and this person was like, I get triggered at watching male sports. My brother's like, well, this is a female sport, so why don't you watch? Don't complain about the low viewership if you're not watching. So people are finally watching. Don't complain when your check gets a little bigger. We see them with endorsement with Kim Kardashian with the Skims. I don't think they had that last year. Not that all of them were. We wanted to see them in Skims, but anyways, you know what I'm saying? They're getting more eyes on them. Think Asia Wilson's a beast. You know what I'm saying? So I say treat it like Magic and Bird did the NBA when NBA was irrelevant and brought them relevant. Okay.
Yes.
Treat this like that so that NBA doesn't have to subsidize them anymore. That's my feeling on it.
Good point, man. But I'm still laughing at her look at the white person can break. Then that's hilarious, man. As soon as you said that, I thought about
think about it. Think about it.
Hey, look. As soon as you said that, I was like, yeah, they can cook too. Go figure. I mean, but I was like, man, you get a fat white Paula Ding that can cook, and everybody was like, oh man, give her a show.
White
women I know that can cook, man. I ain't seen a fat black woman on TV yet, man.
Right.
She loves the good old days. Remember that. She loves the good old days.
That's why she's on TV calling people niggas.
Yeah, exactly. She loved the good old days.
That's what we used to say. That's what we used to say. I don't see a problem.
You know, they worked outside. Who cares? You know,
my mom and I were driving past down Opry Mills over here, and they have a new restaurant, Paula Dean's. And my mom was like, "You want to go check that?" I was like, "Nope, we all right. We don't need to go in there. We ain't welcome there. We good.
We wouldn't hold it against you, brother, man. She can cook, man. So
fry some good biscuits.
yeah. I don't blame you, man.
For real. Paula Dean learned from a free slave named Boo Baba. Okay, so she ain't learned all them recipes. She learned from a free slave. That wasn't all her.
No doubt. No doubt.
It's like Jack Daniels and Uncle Nair's. We know what's going on. All right, we know what's going on.
So the reason why I wanted to go last is because I got so many different opinions and so many. I'm gonna try to be brief. I'm sorry if I'm long winded with this one, right?
You good. You good.
So with her coming in, right? So let me break it down the way I think about it in my head. Hopefully I can get it out.
Go ahead.
Right? So she balled out in college. Great basketball player. She had a play style that everybody fell in love with. Now, mind you, good basketball has been played on the college level with the female group for a long time.
It's true.
So when you see someone playing and shooting 30-foot threes and jacking them up and stuff like that, that draws attention to it. It drew my attention when I first seen her, maybe her sophomore year, or maybe her junior year when she was shooting like that. And I was like, yo, who is this girl? I liked it. But it wasn't enough for me to actually start tuning in and looking for her games until that element came where, she's beating some really good teams. She's playing for a small school and she's taking down some giants. And then, if I can be frank, she's a white woman, and then the demographic that she is, that she represented the white demographic, and they saying she's beating black girls from big schools, right? And she's talking her shit.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it as a white person, right? And it's not a racial thing. It's just, oh man, I like to see somebody that looked like me. When did I start watching golf? When Tiger started playing.
Right.
Like that, I mean, we project like that. So there's nothing wrong with white people championing her and saying, I want to see her hoop in this this space is dominated by people that don't look like her, right? So they supported her, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Now, where it becomes really tricky is because now she's about to go into the league, and people that's been watching basketball for a long time, because the Caitlin Clark fans, some of them showed up last year. Like, I've never watched basketball, but it's a white girl whooping black girls' asses. Now I'm watching just so I can see that. I don't know nothing about the sport. I haven't watched it for 30 years, but I'm watching it now.
Right.
And now they start saying things like she's about to go and save the WNBA, take over the WNBA. She's the greatest player we ever seen. None of those girls can beat her. None of those girls can guard her. And people that always been watching the WNBA is like, not so fast. She's not about to go and do that. Trust me. And then when people say that and give pushbacks, that's when it became racial, because now you're hating because she's white.
Right. Right.
Which is not true at all, because we was loving her and still love her. And the sad thing about it is she's stuck in the middle because she don't even think like her fans think. Now, other things I've been hearing from her fans is the first 4 games, she's not dominating. The WNBA is selling her. They're doing her injustice. The Indiana Fury is doing her injustice. Her teammates are doing her injustice, and the jealous girls playing defense on her is doing her injustice. We didn't come here to watch her get dominated. We came here to watch her dominate, and she's going to bring money to the WNBA. So basically, they were suggesting that everyone should let her score and amaze everybody and do what she did at Iowa, so they can bring eyes to the to the WNBA. And I'm thinking in my head, if the fans don't really like the WNBA, they don't like basketball, they only like Caitlin.
Right.
And if they can't see Caitlyn play like she did in college, they're going to disappear. That's their threat.
Right. Yep.
It's all the way starting to be the most annoying fans in basketball next to LeBron James. I mean, it's about to get bad.
It's to me, to be honest with you, it's similar to how I feel about some of these boxing fans, well, semi-boxing fans, or just Ryan Garcia fans that really don't know boxing or combat sports. They hop in because they see him doing all those antics, and it's like, oh, he's the best boxer. He's this, he's that.
Right.
They know absolutely nothing about boxing. You know what I'm saying? Or I like Gervonta Davis, but he has a lot of dick riding fans, worse than LeBron James fans. And I like LeBron James, but it's just some of them just talk so much stuff, but don't have an idea about. It's like, oh, he's a face of boxing. He makes so much money. He wasn't even on the Forbes 4 list of top boxers. Anyways, it's like, it just know what you're talking about before you say it. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be a fan, but just don't. If you're a casual fan, hop into something, ease your way into it. Don't be the loudest one in the room.
Right.
That's my issue.
I agree.
Hey, Flo, it should be. I connected and saved it, so it should be. But and so I guess I'll go back to my point then earlier, because they're saying that she's now the face of the WNBA. And yes, granted, and this isn't the reason that it should be, but let's take the example of the charter flights that they're now just getting that they should have had a long time ago. They're now getting it because of the extra fans, because of the extra games and the extra eyeballs that Caitlin Clark is bringing in. Again, I don't subscribe to this completely, but I do see that obviously she's going to have some effect on the bottom line, on their revenue, whether that's bringing in new fans who are white in a predominantly black female sport. Also, as mentioned, she's straight in a sport that welcomes the LGBTQ community, right? So all of these things. Well, no, say what you need to say. This is an open forum.
No, I'm not. We're not going to get canceled today. We're not getting canceled today. I'm not going
to.
He's saying.
Hold on. But that's propaganda, though, because she's not the first straight girl that came into the league.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. But I think my point is that.
But I think my point is 5 years, and then she switched over.
Yeah, you just
right. If you so stupid. If you combine that with her being white, though, right, and from Middle America, now you have a whole different thing, which is what they're saying that is marketable. Because if you ain't lying, I think she's hot. But I mean, look. But my thing is, if you look,
maybe a meal,
Cameron Brink. But if you
Cameron Brink
or a plum, I'll give an appetizer a meal. That's it.
Plum is Darren Waller done fumbled the bag, son. I don't know what he's doing.
Suspect anyway.
Darren Waller's something wrong with him anyway. He mentally he's
questionable anyway.
But what I'm talking about marketable, Aaliyah Boston came in as the #1 pick last year. She, in my eyes, is a better overall player, and I would think in most people's eyes. Yeah, Caitlin's the better shooter, better scorer, but Aaliyah Boston is.
She lost the game last week. The other day, she had that layup and missed that layup.
Asia Wilson's better.
Asia Wilson's the best in the league right now.
Okay, Asia Wilson. And so why is Asia Wilson not as marketable then? Why is she just now getting her shoe after Caitlin got her shoe? Right?
Complexion for the protection. Complexion for the protection.
Yeah, I understand. Go ahead, Mel. I see that. I see that look on your face.
Nah, go ahead.
No, but here's my thing. To my point earlier too, and I don't disagree with none of y'all saying. But here's my thing. WNBA is at a crossroad. They only got 12 teams. That's why. So, you guys, they don't have a lot of money to go around because, like, the NBA got way more teams. So they bringing in a lot more money based on that. So if they are at a loss all the time, always at a loss, never really make any money. We went for the subsidy from the NBA. They really wouldn't have no money. They couldn't keep the lights on. Right. They couldn't pay the janitors. They couldn't pay the people to run the arena. We all know that. So here's my thing. If you have something or someone that can help, right? That can help bring that, solve that issue, use that. But my only thing is that don't only use that. Use other storylines you can and build around that. Let that be your foundation for the house and build around that so you can make the league go forward.
Yep.
And to cover the point, go ahead, Mel.
The fans that Caitlyn is bringing in are equivalent to bots on YouTube. You can buy bot subscribers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
You're gonna drop videos and you're still not gonna get views because bots don't watch videos, right? So
right.
Once a fan tells me they don't like the WNBA, like listen to the Caitlyn Clark fans. They got several podcasts talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
They hate the WNBA. They say that you're trash. You don't make no money. You don't have this. You don't have this. You need to let Caitlyn cook so she can help y'all. Y'all are trash. Y'all are a trash league. People that really like basketball and like the WA don't think like that.
Right.
So the Caitlyn fans are just there for Caitlyn.
Okay.
They're not bringing more. They're just watching Caitlyn games.
They're not there.
The NBA and the WNBA is they're only watching Caitlyn games, and the WNBA are only putting Caitlyn games on TV. Really, they got one Angel Reese game out there. Angel Reese. Last time I checked, Angel Reese got more followers on Instagram and X than Caitlyn Clark. So you mean to tell me?
Well, and we saw what happened in the preseason. That had to stream the game. The annual Reese's debut had to be streamed on a phone by a fan because it wasn't offered by the league.
And they got millions of views, and then we bragging about 2.3 million that Caitlyn got in her first game. Somebody got half of that on a and look, and that whoever streamed that probably only had 100 followers. So what the hell millions come from?
Stupid, right? I don't right. Shout out Ali Snyder who actually recorded
Imagine me with 100 followers streaming a game from the arena and getting millions of views when a network with millions of followers could have streamed it.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So you got one with 2 million followers and you got one with 4 million followers, and you only go leverage the one with 2 million, but you're not gonna try to bring Caitlyn not Caitlyn, but Angel Reese's fans in. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's my secondary point.
There's a lot that's wrong with this.
And I think too, Mel. I think too. I just believe you play the numbers game because you're gonna have some attrition anyway. You know what I'm saying? You bring them in. And you just hope that, because right now they grasping for something. They need something to save this league. So you bring them in, you let the attrition happen, but you hope that you put a product out there that people will stick. And that's to me, that's how I look at it.
The league don't need saving. It's fine. It's growing. It's in the dark. It's in the dark age. The NBA was in the dark ages for a long time, and y'all just said Bird and Magic brought them out of the dark ages. But that happened naturally. They didn't force it. They didn't play Harlem Globetrotter basketball and say let them score.
Organic, right?
It happened. It was organically, right? So I mean, if you're really paying attention to what's going on, the savior is not Caitlyn Clark. Caitlyn Clark is John the Baptist, and she cannot unfasten the shoelatches of Juju Watkins. Juju Watkins is who.
Oh yeah, Juju Watkins. Yeah, Juju Watkins. Oh yeah. I like Hannah Hidalgo.
And Hannah Hidalgo and all the other good players. I mean, Leah Boston and all the good players that have come out recently too. And so, again, this was just a topic I wanted to bring up. Asia Wilson said that, obviously her popularity, she thinks her popularity is boosted due to her being white, and the Great White Hope and all this.
Omar, hold on one second. Go back up that comment. Go back up. What's up? Go back up in the comments. I'll do it.
Yes.
Flo, you're a relevant Cowboys fan. You're a homer. Be quiet. Second, you don't let me talk. I talk about football. I know a little more than you, okay? So hush your mouth. Let's go ahead.
Well, thank you for the great segue, Flo.
Not even training camp. Get out of here.
Right. Flo, come on. We can do better. We
saw it, Zeke. Get out of here.
You're so stupid. She does look like Billy Kidman from the wolf pack, from Raven's flock.
Y'all better leave my girl alone, man. Y'all know I'm
our wrestling fans.
I'm in love with me some Caitlyn Clark, man. Y'all better leave my girl alone, man.
Okay, I have to give it to you because I do the same for the Taylor Swift, so I got to give it to you on. Wow, reckless. Sorry, my bad. Pause on that. Yeah. Speaking of more pauses.